Good morning everybody. I've got another roof clean to take you on today. You can see it behind me. This one's a pretty good one to do. It is absolutely covered in moss. I'm going to take you through the sort of gear that I'll be using really quickly. It'll be the same as before if you've seen my previous video. So yeah, this is a pretty decent one to do. I might have to get on the roof on this one as well, so I've actually bought my some roof ladder extensions with me. Because around the back there's a conservatory. Luckily for me there's an extension, so I can get up on that and then get up onto the roof from there. So it should be pretty straightforward really. Right, I'll show you the gear really quickly and then I'll show you the roof. So same as before, Freeman's flexi scraper. The tiles sort of cut out to perfectly fit those tiles. Renegade pole, DA components, sprayer on the end to apply the Biocide for a big boy backpack 2. Bit of Biocide, and there's the rest of my gear. Right, I'll take you up onto the roof now. Right then, here we are. It's not the biggest roof in the world, but you know, it's a pretty standard size to be honest. But as you can see, it is absolutely caked. Funnily enough, every single house in this entire area that I've seen so far is exactly the same, completely covered. So hopefully, after the neighbours sort of see how good this one's going to look, that they'll get involved as well. That'd be nice. This is the scraper I'm using. If I can put it on there. Sorry, I'm trying to video and do this at the same time. Fits perfectly in the gaps, like so. There you are. Right down, pulls all the moss off with it. And there we are. Takes a bit of this moss is actually still pretty damp. So throughout the day it will dry out a little bit more and it'll be easier to get off. But I think it was a bit of heavy rain last night. But you know, I'll use a leaf blower afterwards for all these little bits that you can see here. You know, they're not even stuck on, it's just dust and a bit of residue. That will all get blown off and then the whole roof will look absolutely lovely. Right then, I'll get cracking. Hello again everybody, just coming to the end of the first little pass on the roof. I mean, you can see, look at the amount of moss that has just come off. What's that? That's just over 2 tiles in width. Yeah, and you've got all that, so you can imagine how much, you know, the roof actually holds, especially when it's damp as well. There's going to be a ton of weight and, you know, moisture stuck in there. So yeah, as you can see, it's quite an important job to have done when the roof gets this bad. It's pretty stuck on still. I'm hoping it will dry out a bit over the course of the day, so I'll be able to scrape it a little bit easier. But it's just part of the job really. You're not going to have a nice bone dry roof every time you turn up to do it. So but yeah, as you can see, it just falls off. I'm going to get a little brush in just to get to some of these gaps a little bit easier as well. Right then, lovely, I'll crack on. Right then folks, still going strong. If you can see all the dirt on my face. You can see that in the background. We are just passing the halfway point now on the front. It's taking ages. Yeah, definitely don't underestimate these jobs, guys. But it's coming up lovely. Yeah, arms and shoulders are aching now, but yeah, we'll get used to it. That's just the view of my front camera, if you can see that better. It's yeah, coming up lovely. There's still a bit of dust up there and stuff, but I will get up there and sort that out. But yeah, so I don't know, what's that? 2 meters to go, and then yeah, the front's done. There is some interest from the neighbours already, which is good. Alright then folks, front is done. Obviously I haven't put the Biocide and sprayed that on yet. I'll wait till I finish the back first before I do that. But yeah, as you can see, that is looking very, very, very good. Huge contrast from all the neighbours' houses. A few of them have been out sort of inquiring and asking for a quote, which is good. So yeah, I must say, incredibly knackered. Been going about 4 hours I think, so it's not too bad really. It is just tiring work. These tiles are some of the hardest ones to do in my opinion, because there's moss stuck in every gap, every little crevice in there, so it really does take out of you cleaning this stuff up. But yeah, yeah, I'm going to go around now and crack, you know, a bit of the back out to the sort of easier parts to reach, and then probably come back on Thursday. Yeah, and get up on the roof and finish it all off, and then apply the Biocide to it. So this is the mess. Most people are surprised really just how much moss actually comes off the roof, and there is a lot, so you can imagine when it's damp it weighs a ton. And a little bit there. Yeah, there's a few bits of cleaning up to do. I've got the windowsills are covered in moss and the guttering, so I'll clear all that up, add a few little final touches, and then get started on the back. But yeah, looking pretty good, I must say. Very pleased with it. Like yeah, still needs to be all swept off. I'll get the blower on it when I'm back on Thursday. Yeah, this is what I've done on the back so far. I got all that to do. So yeah, I'm gonna have to, obviously I can't get down to the bottom where all the pile is, just there. So I'm gonna have to go next door and on the extension to the side of me here to sort of try and get that bit down. But obviously this part that I'm sitting on right now, where I've just done, this is the hardest part of the job. And that's all done now, so I should have a nice easy day on Thursday when I come back. Sorted. Good morning everybody, just starting day 2 now. I realised my camera actually died through part of yesterday. So yeah, so this is what we're working with today. I mean, it was raining really bad all of yesterday, so I had the day off and I'm back now. So it's been 2 days since I actually started the roof, so this is all we've got left to work with, just this bit here. A few little bits there that I'll sort of tidy up as well, and then we'll be good to go with the Biocide. I'll show you exactly how to do that, because I know in my last video I kind of briefly skipped over the dilution and things like that. So yeah, I'll scrape all of this off, tidy up a bit of that mess down there, and then take you through exactly how to apply Biocide to a roof. All right then, brilliant. All right then folks, so about to start the soft washing now. So what I'll be using is this. It's flipped, but Alga Clear Pro Biocide. It's the only stuff I use. And you want to be diluting this for standard roof. 1 litre of this to about 20 litres of water in your backpack sprayer or whatever you're using. And then very important, some gloves. Make sure you use these when you're handling any sort of chemical, because you don't want to get it on your hands. You never know what it's going to do to your skin. Respirator, probably the most important thing for Biocide. It's not very good to breathe in, you know, like most weed killers and things like that. So this one was from Screwfix, I believe. I can't remember what one it is, but if you just look, it'll be on the website. I use a face shield like this. You can use like goggles as well, but I find they steam up a bit, and you know, when you're trying to see sort of where you're spraying, it can get difficult. So I just tend to use one of these. And then just a little jug to measure how much Biocide I'm putting in. Right then, I'll show you this now. Right then, we're all set up, ready to go. So the Biocide is diluted in the water in that backpack. Very self-explanatory, just connect it up to your water-fed pole hose. Have your sprayer on the end, have your equipment, and then you're good to go. So I should be able to reach most of the roof just from this point, but I may have to go next door just to get a little bit. Obviously this conservatory is in the way, so it's a bit of a pain, but yeah, sorted. Right then, ladies and gentlemen, we're all done, we're all finished, whole roof's been sprayed. Sorry, I'm just getting in shot, it's a bit bright here. Yeah, it's yeah, just drying out a little bit at the moment. It's looking great. Once that's all dried out and the Biocide is getting to work, this will look amazing. So yeah, I will be checking in with the customer. I do actually have next door to do now as well, which is good. I'll probably start that in a few weeks. So yeah, I hope this has been sort of informative for some of you. I'll try and get a bit of a better structure soon enough with making these videos, because it's a bit all over the place, especially one like this. I was really trying to get it done and beat the weather, so my videoing skills might have been a little bit rubbish, but yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Cheers.